Hello, our viewers. Welcome to the Space Doors Show. Your host for today is Sonia Derrick. Head and subscribe, comment, like, share with the other friends. Now, today I'm with Mr. Emmanuel Awori, the former Guild President, Mackay University Business School. It's your first time on our show. What's your first time experience?
Exhilarating, I'd say. I'm grateful that you thought about me.
Yeah.
To be a part of the show today. I'm grateful. I think it's a very nice thing that you're doing here.
Who is Awori Emmanuel?
That's a very hard question to answer for most people. Most people find that very difficult, even when they go for interviews. But I would say it in two words: a very hardworking, persistent fellow.
Yeah. How have you found this COVID-19 period? How is it taking you?
Well, I could say on my side, it's been tough, especially business-wise. I work. I have a day job, 9 to 5, but I do business as well. It's been especially tough on the business side because, of course, most things have been closed. You can't get to suppliers, you can't get to the market. You can't push your product to the market because even the market itself does not have the capacity and the ability to buy from you or buy your product. And that's also because they have been affected by COVID itself. Many people have been laid off, many people lost their jobs, many people lost their businesses, many people closed their businesses. And we're not just talking about Uganda. Worldwide, we have seen some of the biggest companies in the world close. We've seen airlines like Virgin Atlantic closing. We've seen them going under. We've seen them, laying off their staff. We've seen across the border, Kenya Airways, one of the biggest brands in this continent, laying off people, all because they have been affected by COVID.
So, this one takes me to another question. What do you do in life?
Right now, I work with Uganda Bati Limited. Uganda Bati is a premium provider of building solutions on the continent, not just in Uganda, part of the Safao Group. And in Uganda Bati currently I'm doing corporate sales. I'm in the corporate sales segment. I've been there for almost 2 years now, and I must say I've enjoyed my time there. Okay. But aside from that, I'm doing other business. We're doing events business. We do events management and planning under Event 101. Okay. We are doing farming, and we are doing finished products of food like juices and things like that. And a food company we started called Vyakula.
Tell us more about Vyakula, that business. We have very many students who did business, and they do think studying business is finishing everything. So you have to be practical. Tell us more about that business, Vyakula business.
Yes, Vyakula is not. Vyakula is, as I said, it's a food company. We started by making healthy smoothies. That's what I would call them. Smoothies are more like a concoction, a blend of fruits and vegetables, to make a healthy drink. Target customers are mostly those who are looking for, to adopt that healthy lifestyle, or those who feel like they have, they want to lose some weight, those who feel like they just want to be healthy. Those are our target customers. And as you speak about the practical areas of doing business is not a walk in the park. It's not the easiest thing. You don't just jump into a business and start making profit all of a sudden. You have to analyze, do I want to grow the business? Am I in this business to eat from it every day? Because in Uganda, this is a mentality we have. We start a business to eat from that business every day. Yeah? We're eating from every 10K, I get 10K in the business today, eaten. So you barely have any money left to reinvest in the growth of the business. This is why we have many small businesses, but we barely have any large corporations that can be of international standing or be competitive at a global level, except for the likes of maybe, I think the only ones I've seen are like Movit. Movit has tried to expand its reach regionally because these are forward-thinking companies. So every businessman in Uganda should be dreaming big. Don't dream of just getting money to eat every day. Dream bigger than just the everyday money. So I believe that's the kind of mindset you should go with into business if you actually want to make long-term gains. Focus more on the long-term gains than the short-term gain. Yeah, that's basically.
So this business, Vyakula, where is it located?
For now, it's home-based. We're 3 partners. and it's based in one of the homes of our partner in Mengo. So that is where it is for now. But as we grow, we're looking to get our own space, somewhere more in the center of town, our own shop, storefront, where people can even come, sit down, and enjoy our meals and enjoy our, our product offering.
What's your target market?
Target market is, as I said, it's mostly those who are looking. Doesn't matter what age you are. A healthy lifestyle is for everyone. So those who are looking at a healthy lifestyle, our product is for you. But for now, we're mostly focusing on the corporates because most of them barely have the time, to get a healthy meal together. The things that are most available are junk food and things like that, which is not very good for them, especially for corporates who are sitting at their desks almost all day, every day. So we decided to jump into that gap and be a solution to that problem.
So, as a former guild president of Mackay University Business School, tell us about the experience you faced or the experience you got.
As a guild president, you find yourself as a middleman, in the middle of many expectations of many parties. We have the school administration, the students themselves, the ones who voted you into power, and the two are always at loggerheads. The students want this, the administration is saying something different. How do you balance the two? How do you balance these expectations of these people? You have external stakeholders like the government. Government policies affect your students directly. So I must say it's challenging, but at the same time it's a learning experience because the skills you gain from being a guild president enable you if you decide to go into business, if you decide to go into employment, or if you decide to go into politics. There's a certain skill set you get in terms of the way you interact with people, the way you solve issues, the way you view issues as well, that gives you an upper hand. Okay. So yes, it was a very good experience, I must say.
Most guild presidents and most other leaders contesting for positions, mayorship, member of parliament positions, are you contesting?
No, I'm not contesting at the moment. Otherwise, you'd have seen my poster. You'd have seen my poster already if I were contesting.
If you are to contest, which position would you contest for?
Right now, I'd probably go for youth MP.
Okay. Which political affiliation would you go for?
Would I go for? I see you're trying to trap me here. You're trying to trap me here. Because I'm not there at the moment, I can't say which one I would actually go for. I mean, every party has its ideology and what it believes in. I believe what's most important is what your ideology is and what you feel you can do for your people and your soon-to-be constituents. Fine, there might be parties with whom you identify in terms of ideology, but then do they have the right strategy? Will they be able to take you in the direction that you want to go? Are there like-minded people in the party?
So these are going to be asking, tell us about your love life.
Very interesting question. Okay. Well, my love life is very boring at the moment. It's I mostly work, really. There's nothing going on in the love life.
Haven't you got who's that lucky babe you are with right now?
There's none.
When are we expecting you to have one?
Soon, and I'll let you know. You'll be the first one to know once I get one.
What 5 principles can you share with our viewers? Those principles which have led you to achieve success in your life.
Number 1, always be hungry for information. Number 2, make sure that you are always able to be teachable. Number 3, work hard. Work very, very hard. Number 4 is always, interact with the people around you. Why am I saying this? It's because every person you interact with is a potential customer. If you're employed, it's still the same thing. If you're in sales, every person you interact with is a potential customer, is a potential client. So make sure that your interactions with people, maintenance of relationships. Number 5, pray.
Prayer is so important. Prayer is so important. What's your religion?
I'm Catholic.
Which region are you from?
I'm from the east, from Busia.
Oh, you're a man from Busia.
Yeah.
How is the fish that side in Busia?
The fish is much better than this one of Kampala. I don't like the one in Kampala. I like the one when I go home there. Eh.
What advice can you give to the unemployed youth, especially graduates?
For the graduates especially, I feel like the solution is not after you have finished school. The solution is while you are still in school. Still in school, ensure that you gather enough knowledge. And I'm not talking about just reading to pass exams. This is from my own personal experience, because you find that you have a degree in marketing, but when you get to the field to actually do marketing, it looks like you know nothing in marketing. So I would advise that alongside your degree, try and get those practical skills in that field that you're trying to pursue. You know, becoming a professional in that particular course, in that particular line of business. And also gather these soft skills, you know, skills like presentation skills. And I used to remember in university, at campus, you know, time for presentations would come and the lecturer tells you now present your group work, and all of you now you see there are just 2 people out of a group of 10. Yeah? The group work was done by 10 people, but only 2 people have the confidence to be able to present. Now, if you are to convert that to figures, that means only 2 out of every 10 graduates have the confidence to actually present subject matter in front of an audience. What does that tell you about our graduates and our youth today? You know, we should all be able to fight to get that opportunity to present before the class, because it's a learning experience. So that's just an example of the kind of skills I'm talking about that should be picked by the youth. It starts from the university.
Okay, how do you handle stress and pleasure?
Well, for me, to manage my stress, number one, if something gets too frustrating, I pause, take a step back, cool down a bit, then try and start it again. But the other thing I do is also manage expectations. Yeah, because when you're able to manage your expectations, you're able to manage your frustration. Because frustration comes out of expectations not being met. So when your expectations are not met, then you become frustrated, then you become stressed. So manage your expectations, then you'll be able to stop that whole chain from happening.
But how do you handle your pleasure in your free time?
In my free time, I read books. You know, I watch movies if I can, spend time with the family. That's basically it. There's nothing much else I do. Watch a football game, go see my friends. The small things, really.
Who are your role models and mentors?
Well, you know, most people say, hey, my role model is Michael Jordan, my role model is Barack Obama, and one of these international figures, people you've never even met in your life. But I think for me, my role model is these are people who are closer to me, you know, closer to home. In my family, we have Honorable Aggrey Awori, my grandfather. He's been a very great inspiration and a role model. My grandmother, Dr. Thelma Awori, has also been a very, very great inspiration, very hardworking woman. Both of them are still working, well into their 80s. So, I mean, it's a very huge inspiration for me to keep going, even when, you know, even when you feel like your energy is waning. You might be old in the body, but, you know, you're still fresh in the mind.
Who are your mentors?
My mentors, I have Mr. Robert Baldwin at my former workplace called Crested Capital. He was a very good mentor for me. I have Mr. Geoff Anthony. I mean, these are skilled professionals. They've been in business for a long time. They've been in employment for a while. And they've seen many things, and they're able to guide you on the path that you want to go. So those are some of my mentors. And I also have, finally, Mr. Keith Kaliajira. He's the CEO of Capital Markets Authority. Yes.
Where should we see Mr. Awori Emmanuel in the next 5 years from now?
5 years from now, there are many possibilities. I see myself maybe as a top 30 under 30 CEO. Yeah, running my own business. I mean, that would be the ideal situation for me. But also, you might find me in the political space in 2026. I mean, that's 5 years from now, almost. So, one of the two. Let me leave it at that. You might find me there.
So,
social media platforms, you can find me on Instagram, Emmanuel Sirioya Awori, or at Sirioya2040. That's my username. You can find me on LinkedIn as well, Emmanuel Sirioya Awori. And email, esawori@gmail.com.
what of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram?
I'm not too much on Facebook. I don't use Facebook a lot. I have it. I have an account, but I don't use it too much. Neither do I use Twitter that much. If you even go to my accounts, you'll find very little activity. Yeah, but these other platforms that I've mentioned, at least I know I check them every day. So, yeah, you can find me there.
For today. And today I had Mr. Emmanuel Awori, the former Guild President, Mackay University Business School, a businessman, and also a mentor to very many young people. If you'd like to support our channel, go ahead and subscribe, comment, like the videos, and also
An Event 101 on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
thank you so much, and we wish you the best of luck.